might need some.
You're not sitting on the other side of the room. There's plenty of room. Eat this stuff.
I just had one.
That's you, right?
Hi, welcome to Troop 180, Court of Honor. I'm Noah, the SPL, and the MC for tonight. So, first off, now please get our color guard to present the colors. That will be Max, Skylar, Trenton, Seth, April, and Colin. And Josh.
Color guard, attention. Audience, please rise. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Prepare to post the colors. Post the colors.
Please have Trent lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Two. Will please have Colin lead us in the Scout Code for Long. Two.
Color guard, reform. Return to post. Audience at ease. Color guard at ease.
Now please have Destin Park lead us in our opening prayer.
Shane, would you like to share our opening prayer?
Our dear Heavenly Father, how wonderful it is that we can be here tonight in this sanctuary with all of these fine scouts. Thank you for the opportunity our church has in sponsoring this Troop 180. Thank you for the good leadership that is given to the scouts here by the leaders. Thank you for all of the various ways in which these boys have worked so hard for the various badges and things in which they're growing, understanding, living and serving, and being fine examples of what scouting is and around the world we pray. Thank you, dear Lord, for this good opportunity to recognize these in this court of honor. So may it be for your honor and glory, we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. Chris Ward, can you please introduce yourself and your assistant scoutmaster?
I'm Chris Ward, Scoutmaster, Troop 180. Chris Lang, please stand. Steve Goddard, Tony Sutton, Brian Gilbert. Bob Newland. I knew you'd like James Ward, Austin Willoughby, Assistant Junior Scoutmasters. I think that's everybody. I don't think I missed anybody.
All right, thank you. And I'm a senior patrol leader, Noah Stone. Chet Wright, please stand. He's my assistant senior patrol leader. Ethan Blanton and Ethan Brewer are the two patrol leaders. You guys stand up, please. And I believe Mac Lurch is an assistant patrol leader. And I've forgotten the other one. I'm sorry. If you know your assistant patrol leader, please stand up. Danny, there you go. All right, thank you guys. You can be seated. All right, now we will present merit badges. Boy Scouts can earn any of 121 different merit badges in areas ranging from art to whitewater and from camping to space exploration. To earn a merit badge, a Scout picks a subject and reads the merit badge book. A Scout develops his skills and knowledge. When he is ready, his merit badge counselor tests him.
All right, so as I call your name, if you'll come up front, Noah will present you with your merit badges. Destin Hart has earned climbing and aviation. Congratulations, Destin. Let's try that again. All right. Gabriel Newland. Come on up front. Don't be bashful. Gabriel has earned art. Congratulations. Colin Gilbert also has earned art. Congratulations.
Sorry, no, the rest of us love you.
All right. Well, Gabe Blanton, please come up front. Gabe has earned archery, sculpture, space exploration, and mining in our society. Congratulations, Gabe. Danny Roberts. Has earned orienteering, wilderness survival, astronomy, swimming, very important, and home repair. Congratulations. Josh Stubbs has earned rifle. Congratulations. Mac Lurch has earned pioneering, rifle, and swimming. Another very important one. Congratulations. Daniel Lurch has earned rifle and pioneering. Congratulations. Hunter Lurch, also pioneering. I'm not for sure where Fish and Wildlife came from, but summer camp, right? Okay. Congratulations. Connor Hess. Canoeing, Mercy Prep, and kayaking. Congratulations. Merit Badge in Environmental Science. Ryan Ward. Very good. Kayak. Congratulations. All right. So So, the winner of the most merit badges earned is Chet Wright. Can you come forward? So we have sculpture, astronomy, chemistry, citizenship in the world, energy, big one, communications, space exploration, and electronics.
I ran out of fingers.
Congratulations. All right, so tonight's probably the last night that this individual will earn any merit badges or turn them in. I would bet. Does Austin Willoughby come forward? Austin's already an Eagle Scout, and since he's made Eagle, he's been working on additional merit badges, which, you know, he doesn't have to. It's because he wants to. But anyway, he's earned several Eagle Palms. This finishes up what I have for you that you've done up to this point. You're more than welcome to do more if you want to try to catch James. Well, when do you turn? What, July or June? Right? June. So, do you know how many total merit badges you have? I believe it's 34. I think so. So, traffic safety, collections, fire safety, and kayaking. Austin, congratulations. Can I get James Ward to come forward? And again, same goes for James. James has made Eagle, and I don't expect James to be working on any more merit badges at this point. Although I told him he could break 50 if he did 3 more, but he said he probably wasn't going to. So, anyway, this makes 5 Eagle Palms for James. For every merit badge, for every 5 merit badges above the 21, it earns you an Eagle Palm. It's bronze, gold, silver, and then that would be 15 additional. And then once you get to the bronze, gold, silver, it starts over again. So, James earned fishing and nature. And as Chris Lang pointed out earlier, he is the only one, and I'd say at least half of the boys sitting out there started this merit badge the same time James did. James is the only one that finished it and turned it in, and it's called digital technology. And it's not real hard, but anyway. Congratulations, James. So, I just want to encourage everybody and parents too. Merit badges are extremely important. The boys, once they reach first class, they're not required to complete any merit badges in order to get there. They can get all the way to first class without a single merit badge completed. In Boy Scouts, we don't get to participate in high adventure until we turn 14 and make first class. So first class is a pretty big milestone for the boys. That's where they want to be. That's where they should want to be, because then when we go canoeing, backpacking, high adventure trips, they got to be first class. And then they have to be 14 years old. So once they get to first class, the next rank is star. In order for them to make star, there's a couple of things they have to do. They have to earn merit badges. I believe it's 4 required and 2 elective, if I remember correctly. They also have to be able to pass a BSA swimming test in order to make first class, which is very, very important. And we push the swimming merit badge very hard because Steve and I, we like to go canoeing and we like to go kayaking and do that kind of stuff. And if they don't have a swimming merit badge, they don't get to go. Because it's a huge, huge liability for us taking 10 boys out on a canoe trip for 7 days. And at least then I know they have the ability to save themselves if they end up in the water. Because Steve and I may not be close enough to them to be able to save them. So I want to know that they can at least save themselves. So what I want to say to you all is I want you all to encourage your boys to be working on merit badges. They're very important. And trust me, boys don't like to do paperwork. Boys don't like to study. Because it's kind of like school. It really is. I mean, it requires a lot of reading and filling out paperwork and then going to class. And they don't want to do that. So they need a little push every now and then to keep them pointed in the right direction. So I want to say that. Thank y'all. Go ahead, Noah.
So we're going to have some boys come up and talk about their experiences in scouting over the last year. So first off, can I get Connor Hess?
Hello, I've been asked to talk about the canoe trip. It's a lovely trip where we go on and we get to experience such wonderful things as buying delicious cheese, going canoeing.
And it really is one of my favorite trips in scouting that I have gone on or have the chance to go on every 2 years. Every time it's beautiful. We're so thankful to have Steve, who knows the area like the back of his hand. He's like the Danny Boone of Michigan up there. He's looking around at eagles, be like, it's going to rain. It's pretty impressive sights everywhere. Every time you go, even on the worst of days, it's cloudy, it's raining, but you're still in an area that is so beautiful, so striking to you. And whenever the sun does come out, it blinks off the water and runs through the trees, and you see the bald eagles, and their nests are the size of minivans. It's crazy. It's absolutely an amazing sight. We stay out there for quite a few nights at different campgrounds, paddling all the way, all of our stuff contained in the canoes. As mentioned earlier, I usually buy a bunch of cheese beforehand. It's one of my favorite parts. And we sail along the river, not really sail, but we paddle along the river and look at the beautiful things. And that's a lot of the boys' first chances to get to go on a high adventure. You're hours and hours and hours away from medical help. So it's important that they're ready for that and that they're okay to be self-dependent for that trip. But once you do go on that trip, it's so striking, and even whenever I age out of scouting, I plan on returning every time to help and go on that trip because it's one of the favorite trips I've gone on in my life.
Can I please get Colin to come up to the screen?
So I think one of the best times I had was at Camp Key. I learned many things, but my favorite was swimming. First we had the swim test to determine if you were like non-swimmer, beginner, or swimmer. I got swimmer. Then they talked about the instructions for the day and what to do and how to do it. The next day we had to swim 1 lap around the swim section. That was one of the hardest things up there. to do. Day 4 we did deep dives, shallow dives, feet first surface dives, and head first surface dives. And day 5 we just finished what we did do. And that was probably my favorite thing about Camp Key.
And can I please get Ryan Ward to kind of talk about his Northern Tier experience?
Alright, so one of the first things that this, well, there may have been some other people in the troop that's done it, but nobody that we know, that I know, has gone to Northern Tier. It's one of the main high, or one of the big high adventure bases. You got Sea Base, you got Philmont, Northern Tier, and Summit. I've been to Sea Base and, or not Sea Base, Summit and Northern Tier. It's a pretty fun place to go. You pretty much just canoe around the boundary waters between the U.S. and Canada. The main thing that we set out to do while we were there was just have a nice, relaxing trip. A bunch of us have had some pretty busy summers, so we just wanted to smooth sail it the entire way. One of the main things we were wanting to do was catch a bunch of fish, and we did do that. We were after some walleye and northern pike and bass mainly. We got a bunch of bass. We usually had fish every night, cook it over the fire on the grill. Caught 3 or 4 northern pike, only 1 walleye. I went and got some stuff to go fishing. I only caught 1 fish there. And I caught it with the lure that I found hanging on the side of the shed and had some rusty hooks on it. So I went and got some lures that I found in the water and put some new hooks on it. But the stuff that I paid for, I didn't even get to use but I didn't even catch fish with it. Some of the other stuff we did was, after we got done, we learned how to clean fish, and it's a lot simpler than you think. But the dead fishes that we had, the meat that we didn't want, we throw it off over into the water. Well, we did once. We usually bury it, but we threw it over in the water because there's some nice big snapper turtles there. And one of them got Steve in the leg. Steve kicked the snapper turtle in the head. Pretty cool. Another thing that we did, since we were so close to Canada, we could usually just paddle across the lake that we were on in Canada. So they have this thing up there, it's called Make America Bigger Again. You take a rock from Canada and you put it over in the U.S. So we did that a little bit. The one walleye we did catch, we weren't even able to eat it. It was, well, could have eaten it, but it was too late. We'd already cleaned up everything. Didn't even see how those tasted. But there was this other kid that we went with. His name was Matthew Johnson. He was going out to use the bathroom, and bathrooms are just holes that they dug in the ground. And we hear him yell, "Hey Steve, there's a chicken back here." Well, we walk back there, and Steve's like, "Don't go near it, don't go near it." And we get back there, and it's a grouse. It looks a lot like a chicken, but it's a lot meaner, and it had some chicks around it. So that was pretty funny hearing Matthew yelling about chicken in the middle of the woods on an island. There's this other place that we went to. It was a big island that we stayed on, and we walked about a mile around the side of the island to go up to this big Thunder Point. That's what it's called. It's a big overlook that we got to see a lot of the lake and some of the islands that were on the map. It was pretty cool to get your lake where you're at real good. And saw maybe 1 or 2 islands out in the lake that we were on. I think it was on Life Lake maybe. Every night we'd have to hang a bearback tree, or hang a bear bag. So we take all our food, put it in the bag, and toss it up in a tree so the bears don't get it. And then if we didn't, they'd get it and go through our stuff. Didn't protect against chipmunks, which was a problem, but we didn't have that problem. But one night we tossed it up in this big birch tree. That's all they had around those birch trees. They had a Y in it, and we tossed it through, but didn't get enough rope over the other side to grab it. So we pulled it back through, and the knot got stuck in the Y. We spent there maybe an hour, and we're rushing because when it gets dark, the mosquitoes come out, and you will die if you don't go with your tent. We were rushing, and we could not get this line out of the tree to hang our bear bag. So Austin Willoughby back there, this tree had no limbs. He had big around. He climbed straight up at 20 feet and got our bear line stuck.